Hey guys, quick disclaimer before I start the video. I forgot to mention this, but I am not a trained professional, nor am I a professional nutritionist or trainer. I'm just your average Joe trying to lose weight, and these are just the tips that have worked for me and what's working out for me. Obviously, everyone's body's different. Some things that work for me may not work for you, and some things that didn't work for me may work for you. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out there before the video starts. But with that said, let's get on to the video. ¿Qué pasa, Latino Goose? Back with another video, and today I wanted to discuss how I lost 40 pounds in just 3 months and my weight loss journey. I wanted to use this video to kind of document, record all of my trials and errors throughout this journey, how it all started, what I've been doing to lose the weight, and a little bit of backstory about, just what has led me up to this point. But before I start, guys, I just wanted to let you guys know that you can do it. For those of you who want to lose the weight, it's very hard. It takes a lot of work and determination. But just know that I'm in your corner. You can do this, guys. Sometimes it helps to have somebody that's just supportive, and just know that it's a lot of hard work. But it's just take it day by day. Take it day by day, and I know you guys can do it. So I won't blue ball you guys any further. So what I've been doing is basic calorie deficit and some light workout, all from the comfort of my home. Very minimal gym stuff. And again, I'm still having some of the foods that I like to eat, or I'm replacing them with more healthier versions. So at the start of my journey, I was 357 pounds. And this morning, August 30th, 2022, I weighed in at 314 pounds, which is over 40 pounds, and I'm super excited. And again, I'm excited to see how much more I can lose. But yeah, all I've been doing, guys, is just I've made a personal weight loss program and diet program that have suited me where it's not so restrictive. It's not like just strict keto or strict this or that, but it's something that's personal for me where I can still have some of the foods that I like. Like this last week, I had a slice of cherry pie for a birthday and some almond milk. But it's also finding how much to eat a day, finding out enough to where I'm not overeating but I'm not undereating, because when I first started this, I was eating over 3 to 5,000 calories a day. So then to cut that in half or even less was hard. And actually, when I first started this, I was doing 1,000 calories a day, maybe a little over that, and I was super just weak and tired. I had no energy, and I realized because I literally was eating just breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and so I realized, hey, I need to kind of snack in between that, and obviously it's proportioning it and doing stuff like fruits, or for me I bought protein popcorn or snacks like that. And for my exercise, it's nothing hard. It's just basic cardio, like jumping jacks, jump ropes, stuff like that, and some basic weight training with some dumbbells and a curl bar that I own. It's nothing super extraordinary or super all pro. But a little bit of backstory about me, guys. I've always been the big kid, both tall and wide, and I've always used food as my safe space for comfort. And I would overeat a lot of it, and not just that, but it would be a lot of fast food and junk food, to the point where I was eating again over 4 or 5,000 calories a day. And I always use my height to excuse my weight, because again, when you're a kid, it's kind of cute. But when I was in high school and college, when kids start to tease you about the weight, and then especially in college where I started to get a lot of negative body image, and self doubt, negative confidence about myself, where I didn't want to go out and socialize. That's when I started to realize I kind of have a problem here. And again, through college, I ballooned. So I was always around 280s, and when I went to college, when I came back, it was through the pandemic. So I ballooned all the way from, I could see myself go from 300, 315, 330, all the way until, again, this 357, where looking back at some photos, it's wow, I was really, really big. And I guess what finally clicked for me was I was talking to my sister who's living out of state, and we're talking about our upcoming trip to Halloween Horror Nights up here in Universal Studios Hollywood. And we're talking about the last time I went in around 2017, 2018. I wanted to get on the new Harry Potter ride, the Forbidden Journey. And obviously I couldn't get on because of my weight, and I'm sure for those of you like me who are big, you've experienced that embarrassment. You get on the ride, the lap bar doesn't pull down, and then you gotta
get in front of all those people. They're probably judging you, and you gotta do the walk of shame and sit in the kitty corner while your friends and family get to ride this ride, and it sucks, you know. And I was telling her about that, and she's like, "Well, let's do this." And I kind of wrote it off as a joke at first, but she's like, "No, no, no, I'm serious. If you're serious," and I said, "All right, let's do this." And I've tried to lose weight before in the past. I've tried every fad diet, every fad workout, and every gimmick, and I've always just fell off of it. But what helped a lot was, sure enough, she FaceTimed me, and she wrote down like, okay, what are some workouts you like to do? What do you hate? What can't you do? What are foods you like to eat? What don't you like veggie wise, fruit wise, stuff like that. And you know, how many times a week can you work out? You know, just basic stuff like that. And she told me, okay, I want you to do these things. I want you to get a journal and write down every day these things, which is to write down your weight, write down what you're eating every day for for breakfast, for snack, lunch, dinner, all that fun stuff, and also just write up how you're feeling, what's working, what's not, and at first it's kind of cheesy, but it's been really helpful to like have data there, to see, okay, this is what's working, and for me, I'm saying, okay, this is what's working. This is what foods are working for me. This is how many times a week I'm working out. That's working for me personally, and that's been the biggest thing, is making it personal, because I knew that if it was very restrictive, like a restrictive diet, that I was gonna fall off. Like keto, I that's why a lot of those diets fall off. Like, because they're so restrictive. Like if you don't like, if you're eating just salads, you're gonna get bored of it. But for me, I get to have my ground beef. I get to have pizza, but obviously it's like cauliflower pizza. I still have my rice, either white or brown. Um, but again, it's proportioning my meals. It's also making sure I'm getting those macros, which again is just your nutrition basically, right? You make sure you get all your fiber, your vitamins and minerals, and like your proteins. Like for me, I'm very protein heavy on my diet because I'm lifting weights. Um, but again, it's just you gotta find out what you have to find out what works out for you, because if it's not, make sure you try to mix it up too. Because if you're eating the same stuff and you're doing the same workout routine every day or every week, you're gonna fall off of it. It's gonna get boring. And trust me, like it's happened before, and that's just, I think this is why this has worked out so much for me now, is because I've kept it fresh. I'm eating new stuff. I'm finding new things to eat, like new recipes. I'm finding new workouts to do. I'm kind of mixing it up. I'm doing fun stuff. I'm being nerdy. Obviously, you see the Star Wars stuff, but here in the background, I've been doing some fun like Jedi stuff. Like again, make it fun for you. Like it should be fun, right? Like if you're into Lord of the Rings, go jump around and like fucking with a bow and arrow and knight armor and shit, right? Like just make it fun, and that's what I've been doing for me. And that's what's been working out for me. Listen to music, like dance, do just again like try to make it personal for you, so you'll stick to this, because then it'll also help you create better habits too. Because at the end of the day, it's all mental too. Because if this isn't working, if this isn't good, it's gonna bring down your morale. It's gonna, and then you'll probably relapse to your old bad habits of overeating, or late night snacking and junk food eating and stuff like that. Um, and some other trials and tribulations that I went through too was the scale. So don't be so concerned about the scale, what it says, because you're gonna fluctuate. You're gonna fluctuate, especially if you're weight training. Even though you're losing, you might gain a pound or two, and you'll freak out, but it's muscle mass. Hence why I bought a new scale that records your body fat, your muscle mass, your water weight, stuff like that. So, and then plus the biggest thing that you're gonna know is loose clothing. This, when I started, I was a 4X. This is 4X, and you can see there's a lot of more room here now. I could probably fit someone else in here now. Um, and I was a size 48 pant, and now I'm down to 44 pant, and I'm down to 3X again, which I haven't been for in a couple of years, but it feels great. And I guess the last tip I want to talk about is the diet is the most important thing with this whole thing. You can work out as much as you want, but at the end of the day, if you're putting 2,000 calories of like fast food and junk food in your body, it's not gonna help out. You're just kind of maintaining weight, if not gaining weight again. So that's why I say like make sure you're reading up your nutrition and putting stuff that's good for your body into your body. You want to put in all of those nice proteins and vitamins and minerals and all that good stuff in your body, because you'll get more out of it, especially when you work out. Um, But alright guys, I think I'm going to end this video because I've been rambling now for like over 10 minutes. But I just want to leave off on this note, and for those of you who are starting your journeys, or who are already on your journey, just know that you guys can do it. And there's going to be days where it's hard, and there's going to be days where you gain weight sometimes. There's going to be up and downs, obviously, but just take it day by day, and just know that you could do it. And for some people, you're going to lose a lot of weight really quickly. Some might lose a lot of their weight. They might hit their target goal in 6 months or 8 months. And for some of us, it might take a year or 18 months, you know. But just know that in the end, it's going to be worth it because you're going to be a healthier version of you. And, you know, we want you to be here forever, you know, or forever, yeah. We want you to be here for a long time is what we're saying. And that would make a lot of people happy. And then lastly, guys, for those of you who are on your journeys or who have lost a lot of weight, like have lost over 100 plus pounds or whatever, let me know in the comments down below, like how you guys have done it. Any tips, because I'm still learning throughout this process too. Either like with like your diet, the mental side of things. Like for me, I'm starting to get a little bit of body dysmorphia because I still think that I'm fat. Like I've lost over 40 pounds. My friends and family can see that I've lost the weight. Even my coworkers have started to say it, but I haven't seen it yet. Like I still got out of the shower and see a fat person. So I think that's the one thing I'm still kind of struggling with. But any tips on that? And obviously for those of you, ask me any questions too. You know, I love to, again, like back and forth, throw some stuff back and forth because, you know, losing weight's awesome. You know, trying to be healthier is awesome. And I really want to see us all succeed here. Alright guys, I'm finally going to end this, guys. As always, I love you guys. You guys can do it. I'm Latino Goose, and adios.